Welcome or welcome back. As I'm sure many of you have already heard about if you go to the wasteland of Twitter, Amouranth's situation. I'm refraining from calling it drama because in truth it is much more serious than that. Even if you have heard about it, we're going to be doing some semi-deep analysis on Amouranth's husband and the whole situation, so stay tuned. To put some context, Amouranth, if you haven't heard of her, is one of the most popular streamers in the world. And her OnlyFans is, I believe, ranked number 1, and, the whole 9 miles about an OnlyFans streamer. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm not saying that at all. Now, 2 days ago on stream, Amouranth unmuted her mic in a conversation with her husband. After she did this, the floodgates were metaphorically opened. When I say this, what I mean is that a door to her personal life was opened, and this enabled people to see what was really happening behind closed doors, off camera, what was really happening. That her personal life wasn't all sunshine and roses. Honestly, one thing that rubs me the wrong way is that there are people that say that she deserves that because she has an OnlyFans and she has a husband and they feel betrayed, There's a certain element of people that are going to say that. I think that wishing ill upon someone because they have an OnlyFans or something like that is insane. Needless to say, those people are ignorant fools. And wishing this upon someone should never come in. This should never be something you wish upon someone else, unless they're, terrible. And in that case, there's worse things to wish on them, I guess. Now, we're going to start in with the first clip. This will really enable you to see the situation that we have on our hands here. All right, let's get into it.
Exactly. Because I'm going to let you say what you think you heard. But then I'm going to say what I thought I said. But you can't edit your mind because I'm not going to review.
What are you saying? Why did you say you were going to kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay, I can leave the... you know what? Actually, I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs leave.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause the VOD for the first of many times. So here we're just gonna get a glimpse of the insanity. So let me put some context around this. The reason why he's a short man raging at a bagel shop is because he asked her if she heard the question that he just previously asked, and she said something to the effect of, "I didn't hear you asking anything," or "You didn't ask anything." A normal response. But this to the short alpha man was a sign of disrespect, and then he says he's gonna kill her dogs, and this she says she heard, and that's his quote-unquote point, is that she heard this but not the first statement, indicating that she was ignoring him. This in itself is faulty logic, that just because someone heard something that you said the second time doesn't indicate they didn't hear it the first time, but also kind of gaslighting her by saying that yes, she indeed did hear him when he has no bearing on what she heard or didn't hear, and which she entirely may not have heard. Then says that the only thing she cares about are things that are emotionally valuable to her, which is it's a glimpse into the lunacy, because quite literally he is showing a couple psychopathic traits here, because obviously people are going to be more inclined to get emotional about things that are emotionally valuable to them. And he does show this by showing that nothing but himself matters, she should be focused all on him, and kind of indicating that he doesn't care about the dogs or other people shouldn't. And showing that he doesn't care about his own or their dogs and his own wife kind of makes him, I'm no psychologist, but some of his statements are a tad bit narcissistic. I'm not sure how you'd come up with things like this and then people are still on your side, because trust me, somehow people are defending this troglodyte of a man. Somehow they've found some angle being like, well, you should have heard him the first time, And if you did hear him, why didn't you say that? And it's like, people are flipping it on her like she's gaslighting him, which is the furthest thing from the truth. Now, let's get into the video more and dissect it.
Why are you pausing? You didn't ask a question. You said a statement. Did you say that? No?
I tried to tell you
Are
what
you
I
saying you
heard.
did not say that? Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say? No, I did. I said it on purpose. I said it to show you how easily distracted you are. Your window condition. You're lying. You're literally lying to me. I said this. Stop. I said, you're going to tell me what you said. And if you lie or interrupt my part, I'm going to kill your dogs. That's exactly what I said. Because I knew when I say that, instantly you forget what you said and what I said. Both.
Why do you have to say you're gonna kill my dog? What does that help anything?
Because, stop. Zoom out. Because you weren't understanding my point.
What? What are you even talking about? You brought up the dogs out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So
Prove a point.
what point is it improving?
See? You're proving my point right now.
What? I'm asking you to... I don't even understand what you're saying to me.
I know. That's my point.
Andrew Tate here is going small dick rage a bit, talking about how in a pretentious voice, yes, that was exactly my point. Thank you for proving it. And if you've also noticed his feigned notion that he himself is the pinnacle of intelligence. Now I want to talk even more about the situation she's found herself in here. She's quite literally trapped here with him, kind of. Here, I'm going to put this up. I think this is the part that is very most telling about him. And she's like, you brought the dogs out of nowhere. And then he's like, yeah, exactly. That's my point. And he acts like that is somehow explanatory of why he threatened to kill dogs, because she didn't understand or she didn't hear a question. And I think that's super weird, if not psychotic, probably leaning more towards the psychotic. It really shows a lot of the man's character before we get into the next piece. All right, let's just move on to the next one. There'll be more analysis after this.
What are you sending?
The false fucking swatting of your husband. And then having your fucking assistant do it too.
You literally tried to take my phone. I got scared because you got physical, and I called.
Yeah, but I'm tweeting it now, so...
But so you're lying on my Twitter. That's gonna look real
Sure,
good.
whatever. I don't care, I'm tweeting it. I'm Amouranth's assistant, or I'm Amouranth's husband, and she is swatting me and calling the cops and calling it a false abuse claim.
I didn't say you abused me. I called the cops because you literally were on top of me trying to take my phones from me. You're literally just lying on my Twitter.
Yeah, I don't care. I built the Twitter.
Yeah, you used my body to build this empire.
And I'm gonna get your OnlyFans ban too.
With me. And then fucking try to take my phones away because he's gonna destroy my PC when I recorded it. Now he's just trying to say bullshit because he knows he fucked up. He just admitted he was lying. Fucking asshole.
So here she was talking about how she was getting things in order to go to the authorities, only for him to take away her phones, destroy her PC, and it seems from here that he is very prone to fits of rage, once kicking down her door, smashing holes into the wall. Lots of rage in this small man. He's also threatened to post things that would destroy her career, has threatened to do things that would involve breaking her financially. Based on all the damage to things and his activities, there could be reasonable suspicion that she is being physically abused as well. But I'm not sure how to the extent that she really goes into that, right? But the biggest thing that I see a lot of people ignoring is the fact that he is the only one of the only people with access to all of these things, right? So, even managing some of them. But one statement sticks out to me here, and it's that you built this empire off my body, indicating that this may not have been her dream or goal at all, but was really orchestrated by him, which isn't too far-fetched. She even says that he was the one that wanted the marriage to be kept on the down low and hidden because it would be bad for the business model, which in itself is an interesting statement. Well, I'm only gonna watch one other clip, and that's gonna be later. Instead, I want to loop back to something I said before. He's a psychopath, and quite literally, this man thinks his wife, dogs, everything is a game or a business, not only disregarding his wife's feelings in order to get the optimal business model. When you view your partners as nothing but objects or tools to utilize for personal gain, there is definitely a problem. That's a crossing the threshold for being a psychopath or a sociopath. The definition for a psychopath is described as a mental health disorder characterized by the disregard for other people. While I may be no doctor, all that I can say is with a high degree of confidence there are definitely some narcissistic traits going on here and or psychopathy. Now, one last clip.
It's literally, I was waiting for a response. You were just calling me crazy then.
I didn't say you were crazy.
No. Dude, I'm gonna give you one last chance. I'm gonna irrevocably fucking destroy everything. I can tell you something that shatters you forever, and I'll start tweeting about it too.
But what? Why would you want to do that? I don't understand.
Because you are literally telling me I did not say something that I literally said.
That's gonna be okay to let me.
You're just right here. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You're about to lose your entire fucking life in terms of everything that's been built because you're too obstinate to just merely accept that you didn't hear a thing. And I'm already very forgiving about it.
So this clip really brings you 360 here. Everything you've just heard, from him being a psychopath to a raging lunatic. You realize, wait, this was all about her not hearing him and asking a simple question. What makes you think, and it kind of makes you think, what would happen if, say she forgot to stream, wakes up too late for him, doesn't do this, that? What's her daily life like? While we may not know, I'd be willing to wager that it will be public for the whole world to see soon enough. I think as a final address, right? This is a hugely dangerous situation that could potentially see Amouranth very poor soon, because he is a very unstable man. He quite literally spent $500 or $750,000 because she didn't respond in 5 minutes, which needless to say is quite literally insane, using her well-being and money that she needs to survive as something to hold above her head, I guess. Anyways, my best wishes go out to Amouranth. I hope by publicizing this that she gets the help she needs to get away from this actual psychopath. I hope he gets what he deserves, and whether that be sent to a mental institution because he's quite literally dangerous to people, or a simple restraining order, anything would be progress in this situation. And I did want to say that, like, this entire situation is quite scary for a lot of reasons, because this is a situation with an unstable person who is quite literally trapping her in her own home. Anyone has the right to be scared in this situation, and it's not something to be ashamed about. So if you or anyone you know is suffering from similar situations such as this, or is going through something where they'd like cut off their friends, family, just check in on them, you know? It may not be their choice at all. Anyways, with that being said, that's about it for my segment. I hope you enjoyed the video itself. Go support Amouranth, whether it be on Twitch, Twitter, whatever. Maybe she'll stream, perhaps. If you do, update me on the situation. And like and sub if you want more content and updates on things like this. Anyhow, yeah. I love you guys, and bye.